Hello everyone, I am Johnson. Today, let's learn how to create a scrollable navigation. Scrollable navigation refers to a navigation design pattern that allows users to navigate through a large amount of content or options by scrolling horizontally or vertically. It is commonly used in situations where there are too many items to fit within the available screen space. In a scrollable navigation, the navigation elements are placed within a scrollable container, such as a horizontal or vertical scroll view. Users can swipe or scroll through the navigation items to access the desired content. Scrollable navigation is particularly useful in mobile applications or websites where screen space is limited. It allows for efficient navigation by providing a compact and intuitive way to access a large number of options or categories. Let's create a prototype for a scrollable navigation. This prototype will have a horizontal scrollable navigation bar at the top. When you click a title in the navigation bar, it will scroll horizontally to the position of that title and display the corresponding content below it. First, drag in a dynamic panel to create the scrollable bar. Enter the panel and drag in a heading to create a title. Change the text of the heading to Sports and then duplicate it for more titles. Change the text of titles to Arts, Entertainments, Science, Military, Humanity, and Technology. Next, select all the titles and apply a selected style effect to them. Change the text color to red. Also, set them as a selection group. Right-click to set Sports as selected. Then, right-click to set the dynamic panel to scroll horizontally. Drag in another dynamic panel to create the content area. Enter the dynamic panel and drag in an inline frame. Right-click and select Toggle Border. Do not select the inline frame. In the Style pane on the right, select Fit to Content. Next, create a new page named Sports to load the content for the Sports section. Drag in rectangles to represent the content. Enter Sports section as the text and duplicate the rectangles. Then, duplicate the page and change the text in all the rectangles. Repeat this process to create the content for the Entertainments, Humanity, Military, Science, and Technology pages. Next, drag in hotspots to create anchor points for scrolling. Since the dynamic panel scrolls horizontally to the left side of the widget by default, we need to use hotspots to fill the space and allow the dynamic panel to scroll to the hotspots. Place the hotspot on the far left and name it Sports and Arts and Entertainments for scrolling to these elements. Then, duplicate the hotspot and change its name to Science. Repeat this process to create hotspots for the other titles. We also need to place a hotspot on the right side of the last title to fill the blank space during scrolling. Now, enter the dynamic panel. Rename State 1 to Sports and link the inline frame to the Sports page. Add more dynamic panel states and link them to their respective pages. Next, let's set up the interactions. Select the sports title. Add a click interaction. Select this widget and scroll horizontally to the Sports and Arts and Entertainment's hotspot. Set the dynamic panel state to Sports. Duplicate the interaction and select the Arts title. Paste the interaction and set the dynamic panel state to Arts. Repeat this process for the other titles' interactions. Preview the prototype. You can horizontally scroll the navigation bar. Clicking on a title will switch the content to the corresponding page, and the title bar will scroll horizontally to the corresponding position. If you like my video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel.